Hello everybody, my name is Elenator and welcome back to Minecraft through the Android. Everything seems to be all good to go. Here's what I need to do real fast. Turn on split controls. Every time I update the game and I open the world, it crashes. And that makes me sad. Well, I left some cobblestone here. That's a buzz. Let me guess, now live. Yes, I know. So remember yesterday when I was talking about the mob spawning bug? And why animals have just completely taken over the world. That doesn't get fixed until tomorrow build 7. So says the wiki. And so I think to myself, welp, that's unfortunate. And it also fixed mob spawning outside of limited worlds. I have no idea how that was possible, but I guess it was a bug. Howdy Shady, welcome back to the stream. And I'm also sad that we missed out on our extra hotbar slot because that's gonna get fixed, or I think that was fixed today. Yeah, let's see. So we're gonna stick around in this corner of the world a little bit and keep working on our cave, if you want to call it that. As much as I want to put torches in here, I don't think I should. Oh man, already hit the bottom of the ocean. Well, this used to be an ocean. I could just fill in the tunnel with cobblestone. Is it getting dark already? Oh, yep, nighttime is here. It all starts again. You know, over here, when there's nothing happening, the game's running much better. Because I think yesterday, it was absolutely struggling by the time we hit the end. Alright, well, let's keep filling all this in. Yeah, I want to get torches down here, but then it wouldn't be a true Ruby Dunk world. I'm trying to think, what else did I build? The cave was supposed to be kind of like one of the caves from Cave Game Tech Demo. Ah, you've never watched my Ultimate Minecraft Polyworld series, have you? You should watch episode, I think 2. Unless you're feeling spicy, watch episode 1 and episode 2. Then it'll make sense with my little Ruby Dunk world here. There's a spider climbing the edge of the world. We're gonna watch him. If I get close enough, I might be able to convince him to fall off. Hey, buddy. Oh, I don't think he could see me anymore. It's probably way too high up there. Where are you going? It's going up into the clouds. Whoop! I was waiting for that to happen. Alright, let me catch some Z's real fast, since it's nighttime. Yeah. I never made new boots. I realize I'm still missing armor points. Oh, my chestplate and pants are about to go soon as well. Oi. Alright, so let's see. Is there any more? I don't know. I was kind of just digging around. I needed a little bit of extra cobblestone to keep working on the walls here. I liked my castle, but it needed more. Oh, I'm gonna be 2 blocks short. That was fun while it lasted. Alright, well, back to digging, I guess. I don't know, I'll work on... Oh, I missed a block. Hello. Where'd that go? I could work on a little underground maze system. I don't know what that would do other than get me some more cobblestone. So let's see, where do I want to work on there? Man, this area is so small, but maybe eventually I'll expand it. You know, if I wanted to, I could probably dedicate all the cobblestone now. Oh, we're dropping a lot of frames. We're at 17.8% dropped. What happened? Nothing's new today. It's just a regular Thursday. Well, let's see. Let's head back down into our mini duplex ravine. So yeah, I'll just expand a little cave or something off into this direction. So we're thinking about this on a small scale. Yeah, I have a bunch of cobblestone. Since the chests have been really filling up, I might dedicate those. I might spend a few stacks on here. That looks darker than the rest. I wouldn't be surprised if this was a really quiet stream, as either you or someone else said recently that by now school is back in session, and most of my viewers are in high school or college. Alright, there we go. How are we feeling about this new castle? There we go. Trying to make it small scale, it seems fine. You know, from a distance, you can't really tell. It's so tiny. It's like the Disneyland castle. The way Main Street was designed was to give you the perspective that the castle in a distance was a lot bigger than it really is by bringing the streets smaller and smaller, so it makes it look farther away. Alright, so let's see. I don't know, I could build. I'll build a circle. Right here. Time to practice my circle building skills. Oops, I did that wrong. Oh no, the pickaxe! Hold up, I'm not done yet. Alright, let's see. So I still have cobblestone. I could make it 2 blocks tall. Or I could turn it into a pit. Something like this. Yeah, I don't know how much extra dirt I'll need, but I might hold on to. Oh wait, no, I won't need any extra dirt because if I just keep digging down, we'll hit the dirt ocean floor. So if I need more dirt, I just need to go deep. Yeah, unfortunately, the ocean is about 4 or 5 blocks down, and only 3 blocks in some places, and so I don't have a lot of cobblestone I could dig through without needing to replace out. Alright, let's see. It's almost like I'm playing pre-classic again, which I haven't done so since Ultimate Minecraft Polyworld. Alright, there we go. Let's head back and see how the animals are doing. So we'll grab some more cobblestone and start filling in probably another chunk's worth. Or 2. I don't know how far. I don't know how many chunks it takes up currently, and oh boy, this is why we're going to be sticking to the, this is why we're going to be sticking to that area. I head back towards the mainland, and this is what I'm bombarded with. Okay, hold on. We're going to, say goodbye to the bad guys. That's not going to be our problem solved, but I won't have to worry about that. Yeah, so my only safe place is where there is no grass, because where there is no grass, nothing can spawn. We just have to walk back. Man, dropping more frames. At least percentage has gone down. 11.8. Yeah, nowhere is safe where there is grass. But this bug gets fixed tomorrow. So we just need to make it through today. Man, these alpha builds really don't like me. Yeah, let's put away our dirt. Oh man, we have all this other stuff. Okay, hold up. We're gonna put all this away before we grab the cobblestone. We need the inventory space. I'll be filling in the cobblestone areas before we work on the dirt. I was only expecting my ruby dunk area to be like 2x2 chunks or 4x4. It's definitely a lot larger now. I'm gonna count and probably attempt to double the size. That way the number is a exponent of 2. I'll take that. Yeah, now I know that taking care of the bad guys is a fruitless endeavor. We'll just keep leaving them alone for the time being. We'll need to pass by the farm. How have they still not fixed glass rendering? This problem hasn't persisted this long before. What else can I put away? Oh, is this where I keep the eggs? Still cannot see the progress bar for when we move items into the furnace. Wonder when that gets fixed. Guess we'll find out later. Oh, I forgot I still had the bone. I can also put the wool away. That's my sapling chest. Doo-doo-ba-doo-ba-doop. I should still keep my shears on me in case I want to collect more wool. Since there's still sheep a-plentiful. Howdy, Paul. Welcome back to the stream. How much progress have you made so far? Okay. Oh, nope. Brown wool. Everything else can go back into the farm chest. We now have a whopping 3. Brown sheep must not be very common. I think brown sheep are only slightly more common than pink sheep. Oh, they've taken over the pumpkin and the melon farm. I tried keeping them out. But now there's more. I know that. Oh, I left the door open. That was totally my fault. Whatever. I can always replant. It's not worth trying to fix it now since the problem's only going to come back. Oh, wait. You know, we have... Why don't we grab a door? I wasn't paying attention. I just saw the message and said bye. Moo. Moo to you too. Splash, splash. Gives all the animals I hear. And ZZZ. Oh, it shows up on LBS. It still shows the username on there. So yeah, let me grab a door since I have a chest full of them. Is it this one? Yep. So now we'll grab boots. Do I want to spend diamonds? Part of me does, but I'm kind of tempted to spend the diamonds on the chest plate since that way, when I do that, that chest plate will last forever. Just about. It'll definitely get us through next week. Alright, so let's make that, and then I need sticks. I'm pretty sure I'm out of wood, though. I have 1 plank, right? 1 plank and 1 stick. You can hear me. Oh no, did I do it? Did I do the thing? I made bowls! Oh no, I did! I didn't mean to make bowls. I was just saying yesterday how I had a friend who used to make bowls all the time and it made him so annoyed. Now I've stooped to his level. Alright, so we need a few sticks, not too many though. And then we needed an iron pickaxe. Or 2. Yeah, 2. Stop swinging the sword. Thank you. At least now I'm at an odd number of planks again. Yeah, and I can put the boots on. There we go. Am I using Betacraft? This is Android. This is not Betacraft supported. Betacraft only supports Java Minecraft. So let's grab some cobblestone and start figuring out how many chunks we need to expand. I feel like it's already an 8x8 area, but don't quote me on that. Since every time I expand, it always gets increasingly large with the amount of surface area I'm using up. Hopefully once I'm back in the corner, things will go smoother. Well, let's just fill up our entire inventory. This is so slow, oi! I'm looking forward to when we get the classic UI for crafting for the reason of I can move stuff so much faster. But I have to wait a very long time until then. Moo. Alright, back to work we go. So we'll place down the door when we pass by the farm before heading over. Betacraft recently had an update. I don't know if you've updated your launcher yet. I want to pick up that egg, but I need to place the door first. I don't need the egg, but I'll take it. And whoop. There's also that wool there. Let me put that away. I know Twitch chat hasn't been alive for a while. There's nothing new over there. That's not the wool chest. That's not the wool chest. Here's the wool chest. The Betacraft launcher updates automatically. I guess that's why I haven't tested for the update. I haven't checked. I thought the latest release from yesterday or the day before has it, or it fixed auto updating. But away we go. I still can hit through doors if you're standing right inside of it. That's another buzz. I'll check that later. You ready for the performance to pick up again? All we have to do is get back to the Ruby Dunk terrain, and then things will go by a lot smoother. Oh, this is something. Is it important? Doo-ba-doop. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doop. Nope, alright. And close, away we go. You would have to disable auto updates first. Or you could just wait around for the bug to be fixed and not use Betacraft. Alright, so let's see. Much better. $32. This is a whopping 32 blocks right here. So here's a question: how far is this bridge? 1, 2. $32 would put me right about here. The Ruby Dunk terrain would end up connecting because this would go another 32 blocks this way. So this can fit. This can fit, but this little island right here is going to need to be cut back. We're using Betacraft for your Farlands world. Alright, so here's how we're gonna count 32 blocks forward. Let's end up right at the edge of the world. Yeah, I'm about to quadruple the size here, but it'll be worth it, hopefully. So yeah, oh, okay, hold up, not this one. So I'll just place 32 blocks in a straight line, and then that'll keep track for me. Oops. Oh boy. So I'll need to end up at 31 instead of 32. Ow. Was not paying attention. There he goes. At 32 blocks. If I make this 2 blocks tall, then that'll be an entire stack. I use multi-MC for Ultimate Minecraft Polyworld. I started out using Betacraft all the way through 1.5, then I switched to multi-MC in 1.6. Since I'm not using Betacraft 2.0, but I'm surprised that 1.0 is still getting updates. Man, now I want 4 more cobblestone because that will make this a nice even stack, but I know it's not gonna matter since it's all gonna be used up anyway. And 1 more. And let's catch some Z's. Make it a nice bright sunny day. And to work we go. I want to fill in the underside, because if I don't, it will bother me. I haven't tried enough of 2.0 yet to know or to remember what the advantage it had over 1.0. Let's breathe. Are you about to tell me that drowning takes away armor durability? What is this, beta? Technically this is an alpha build, but I always thought that was weird how you can drown and take armor damage, because Notch made armor protect against all types of damage. There were no damage distinguishers. Oops. You know, I'll leave that block because eventually it needs to be filled in anyway. Okay, so that wall's done. Let me fill this in. You could try playing Betacraft offline. There was a way to do so. Shady said you could try getting an old version from the GitHub. Alright, so is this one flat? Yep, let me absolutely guarantee that this is 32 blocks right here. Well, here, let's fill it in. It'll take an entire stack. Y'all know me in math. I need to make sure this is distinguished enough. Yep, there we go, cool. So that is absolutely 32 blocks forward. So now what I need to do is extend 32 blocks on this side. Here's the slow part, because this is a much deeper part of the ocean. So here, how about we start here? They brought back the underwater fog, but there's no overlay. You know, the water overlay that's right in your face for when you're underwater. I liked it way back in the alpha builds for 0.8 when there was neither. Where's the button to press the... I don't know. Alright, let's go. You don't have time, yet you are willing to dedicate 34 years to walk into the Farlands? What do you mean you don't have time? I thought you said at the start of your journey nothing better to do. So you're going to start an underground tunnel. There's a reason why no one else has done an underground tunnel to the Farlands so far. Yeah, this just keeps going down, down, down. Another reason why I dislike auto jump is I want to swim forward. I want to stick to the bottom of I want to stick to the bottom of the thingy without swimming up when I swim forward. You're done? You're done? You're giving up? Just for this reason? Whoop. Oops, let's not do that. You could always transfer your world to the vanilla launcher. In doing so, that way you could still continue on. If you really want, you could put your world up on Google Drive or something and send me the link. Alright, let's grab more stone that's been cobbled. This is gonna be a massive amount of cobblestone, yet I don't know how long it'll take for us to finish this. If I dig up the entirety of those 2 layers at the bottom of the world though, this will be of no problem. Does the vanilla launcher also give you issues? Because playing Minecraft on there, playing beta 1.3 should be alright. At least it used to be. But other than that, if it's still a login issue, then that's Microsoft's something you would need to take up with Microsoft. Howdy potato, welcome back to the stream. Dude, this is much faster. Why try to fill in 3 when you could only do 2? Breathe, doink. I have no idea if there's a faster way to do this other than starting from the bottom and working my way up. So the last block is right here. So if this is the last block, then that means, yeah, we won't run into the bridge. Alright, cool. How far forward do I need to go? Grass spread not fixed, animal spam not fixed until tomorrow. I don't know when grass gets fixed. Grass still does not spread, otherwise this bridge here would have more grass on it. Paul, I've yet to meet anyone else who's so interested in beta 1.8 as you are. Just about everyone I know dislikes it as a version. 1.0 is a big improvement to it. What I think about the Ender Pearl chunk loading changes? I don't have any opinion since I don't use Ender Pearls all that often. I'm not one of those technical users. Take that, thank you. Yeah, let's catch some Z's, since once it's nighttime, the underwater is very dark. Nope. Oh no, you're telling me animals can spawn on dirt? That's not supposed to happen. Maybe there's a reason it's a baby animal. Don't tell me he walked over here. Ah, no, he couldn't. You better not be a foreshadowment. I don't want to come back to this area and find a whole bunch more animals. I don't think that's correct grammar. Y'all know what I'm saying. Okay, where's the edge? Over here. I'm trying to combine two of these corners first before doing the third one. This is a good time to say I wish I had a respiration, and an even better time to say I wish auto jump didn't make me swim while underwater. How did they test these? Did they only ever test this version during development on mobile devices they would deploy directly? That's how Unreal does it. If you're working on a mobile game for Unreal, you would USB tether your device to the computer, and then when time came to deploy, you would go straight to the device. I wonder if that's how it's done on here as well. Yeah, I'm totally taking... my armor is taking damage from drowning. That makes me mad. I'm indeed expanding the Ruby Dunk area. This is the only part of the world where the frame rate is not abysmal. And so, since I've been recently gathering a whole bunch of cobblestone to in the underground area, same thing with all that dirt, I figured might as well put it to use. Should I know what pink sauce is, or what Sunny V2 is? I've noticed I haven't been looking at YouTube recommendations a lot these days. I've been going through... Oh man, the pig grew up. Better still only be one. But I've been going through other content. Like Quick Write, book discussion. I recorded those, so I've been listening to that in the background for a while. Because I want to make sure that any small details doesn't get lost in those discussions that ended up not being written down before the book releases. I could probably get rid of the axe. It doesn't need a slot. The pig would needed to have spawned on the bridge because it's a block and a half jump. Pigs are not smart enough to make that jump. So it is possible that it spawned on the grass at the very edge of it, then walked across. It's equally possible that it swam just by luck. And breathe. So much splashing. Does the splash sound ever get changed? This is the splash sound that I think that comes to mind. I don't play enough Modern Survival to know if the splash sound was ever changed. No, maybe it was deeper. It had a lower bass section. Maybe this is a newer version than what I'm thinking of in Alpha If you ever go back and watch... Oh, who was it? It was the Minecraft Everyday song by Seps. The splash sound is used right at the beginning, and that's the splash sound that always comes to mind. Made by a celebrity who didn't know what the FDA is? I'm not a celebrity and I know what the FDA is. I don't know if I would ever sell consumable products. But yeah, I want to make sure that is safe for people. Have it certified. Hope y'all like splash sounds because it's occurring to me it's not going to stop for the next hour and a half. And now we're going to have moves with that as well. I wonder if people ever made songs exclusively out of Minecraft sound effects. People have made songs out of Minecraft sound effects that accompany it, other than no block instrumentals. I don't know if anyone's used dedicated songs, and I realized I forgot to turn the air on. My fault. We'll see how long I last before I say time to get up because it's toasty. Does my Be Right Back screen still work? Oh, it still works. Oh wait, hold on. Does it update every time I click it? Why is that not smooth? Is it not timed correctly? It used to work. Alright, well, good enough. I don't know why the head was spasming. Not important. Ah, so these are the chickens that have been noisy. Dare I? Nah, I'll tackle them another time. I really don't need to make this entire thing solid, but it's not the same if it has a bunch of holes in it. Oops, we're good. Can I just, like, get rid of them? Oh, I can, aha! I can get rid of people before they even pop up. Hooray! I was getting a warning of likely ban evader over on Twitch, and I was trying to figure out if I could get rid of the people without them actually sending a message. I figured it out. Uh-oh, my fault. Alright, that's it. You are now in unofficial territory. When too many sound effects are playing that you couldn't even hear the chicken's last cry of help. I wonder how many sound effects are able to play. I want to say it's 8. I think that's the maximum different channels for Android. That pig took damage. It wasn't supposed to be a one-hit wonder. For all the people who talk about PowerPoint presentations, is it still used these days? I don't know. I've never officially owned Microsoft Word other than it coming pre-installed. Or, well, Microsoft Office. Unless it came pre-installed with a laptop that got handed over to me. Oh, we're gonna leave that cobblestone. Needs to be filled in eventually. You know what I should do? I didn't think about it. You know how I have all these doors, right? Why don't I just start filling the underground with doors? Like right now the chickens are starting to invade. I'm watching you. Yeah, what if I had a bunch of doors underwater? This isn't inch stuff, plus I can place doors again if I want. Plus one reason why 0.1 is best version, can't change my mind. I don't know when doors underwater were disabled. Might have been 0.3 with the new biomes. But still used these days, alright. I don't know if regular folks were still using it other than teachers. Oh, there go my pants. Apparently drowning ruined the pants. It shattered them. Does iron shatter? I don't think so. Not unless it had a tremendous amount of force. Maybe drowning exerted a tremendous amount of force. Alright, that layer is now done, and I think that's the deepest part until I start filling in this area, but that's not going to be until later. I know for sure this is going to be the deepest part. Is there another egg? These chickens are giving birth in the ocean. What are y'all doing? I don't even know if this counts as the ocean. With a small world size, it just feels like a big lake. More like a wide river, except it's not flowing anywhere. Well, I guess it does. It flows from this edge and all the way that way. Then it might meet up at the other side of the world, but I don't remember. Alright, well, since I've started dedicating inventory slots, alright chickens, you're next on the list. Alright, where's that other adult? So yeah, these chickens I know for sure swam here. So maybe that first pig did as well. It's kind of weird he didn't have an adult though. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. There's a little bit of grass. And perchance, that's where he popped up from. 1, 2, 3 plus 20. 1, 2, 3, 20. Oh. Here's another hole that needs to be filled in. Just fill the hole filler. That Ghost Stories dub is something else. Wonder if it was ever broadcasted anywhere, or if it was only for home media. Ah, there's no, well, it'd have to be broadcasted on, like, Adult Swim. And breathe! There we go. All I need to do is not press W, and I could casually walk across the floor here. We're gonna run out of cobblestone though. Whoop! Oh, we're good. It gets easier the higher up I go because I need to spend less time swimming up to the surface getting air. Thinking about the door thing, it might be too long placing and breaking all the doors, so it'd be more efficient just to have all of this as it is. I still haven't set up that Half-Life 2 flashlight. I need the sound effect. I could probably find the sound by online. That's where I found the other, or most of the other sound effects that I have in my taskbar. I wonder if you can play sound effects with hotkeys on OBS. I know you can make sources visible and invisible. I don't know if the same applies to sound. It's kind of funny how I've been using OBS for about 6 years now, I think. I think it was 2018 when I first switched over from XSplit. And so to this day, there are still plenty of features I haven't bothered touching because I don't need to. And it's funny how primarily my content these days is all streamed. It's all live stream content. Yet, I still use regular OBS Studio and not Streamlabs OBS. Oh well. That's because I initially was still doing primarily pre-recorded content at the time. And then because it supported both, I figured I'm not going to switch over. So I never did. Moo. That was a lag spike, because it wasn't clicking. Hold on, where's the egg chest? Nope. Nope. Food is on the right. You know, I should start labeling these. I think signs... Hold on, let me grab a stick real fast. Do signs craft 3? Yay! Finally, signs start making 3. Alright, hold on. We're gonna grab a few extra sticks. We need to label these. The time has come for me to label this. Oh, I think I need more. Moo. I guess I didn't need more. Oh well. So let's see. We're going to leave the empty ones alone. This one is... Oh wait. I can't crouch. How am I supposed to put the sign on the chest? Oops. Oh. Never mind. We're gonna label these later. Well, at least now we're back to an even number of sticks. So let's see. That pickaxe still hasn't broken yet. You know, while we're here, we're gonna leave all our armor behind. And the armor is invisible. We're gonna leave behind the armor since I don't need it taking an unnecessary amount of damage. I'm also gonna make pants before I forget. There we go. Alright. Nice, empty inventory. We'll catch some Z's, grab more cobblestone, get back to work. I know we've been mining a lot of cobblestone while working on the strip mine, but I feel like if I were to fill in the area that I want to, which is quadrupling, that's not a proper word, quintupling the amount of surface area we have, or in fact, sorry, the amount of volume we have, then I don't think we have enough cobblestone for all of that. So we're going to start one segment at a time, starting with the easy one since there's no land that connects to it before expanding. We still have all these torches on me. I'm thinking about leaving them here. I'll leave them in the top chest, except for the last stack. There's a good chance I'm going to forget they're here, so it'd be wise for other people to also remember this is where I left them. And since I haven't been shearing sheep either, I'll leave my shears. There we go. So now we have to sit around, as all of this takes its sweet time transferring over. I don't have a fast way to set up a auto clicker or a macro or whatever to ensure that it clicks the button 64 times very rapidly. But I'd rather do this the right way as opposed to having a problem if I tried clicking a whole stack too fast. I think we'll keep one slot free in case there's any extra items we happen to pick up. We've freed enough slots. I'm not too concerned about one extra. Oh, it's loud. My ankle cracked. I used it to prop myself up while repositioning in the chair. Is it really a whole second and a half to transfer a stack? I've never counted or looked into it. Yeah, probably wouldn't register if it's too fast. Faster than 2, but slower than 1. I can check. Remind me next time I whip out a timer. Or a stopwatch. I want a physical stopwatch, but I don't think I need one that badly. Another thing I want is a physical clicker. You press the button and it increments the counter. I don't know what I would use that for, but that's something I'm sure I'd find a use for in the future. Oh, I know what I wanted it for. I wanted to use it for my next walk to the far lanes. I wanted to count the steps, but I don't know if there's a maximum number because I'd have to count the steps every session. Unless it has like 7 or 8 digits. No, I'd need 10. Assuming it's 1 block per step. Oh, wait, no, that is only 8. Yeah, never mind. It would only need 8 or more. Too many steps? Because I don't know how many people want to press a button 12.5 million times, which is why I would expect it to only have 4 or 5 digits on the counter. That'd also be really sad if you accidentally reset it, because if you reset it, then, well, gotta get back up to that number. I don't think it would be billions and billions of steps, because if it's 1 block per step, which is what it kind of feels like, if you count the step sounds for when you're walking around, it's about 1 step per block. That'd be 12.5 million steps. You know Jimothy? Yeah. Are you another alternate account? Since he's been popping up with those. He is the next Ryan, I fear. Oh, Paul, if you'd like me to get to it, you should, like I said earlier, send me a download to the world. That way I can continue on from there. Uh-oh. I should probably be smart and heal up. So weird not seeing the armor bars anymore. I got used to them existing. Oops. I was afraid of that. My fault. Oh well. It's going up ever so slowly. Just like the wall I'm building. In fact, I almost think I can get rid of the sword as well. Get it out of my hotbar, I should say. Oh, hello. Howdy, chicken. How's it going? Oops. Whoop. See, this is a good time to have 8 inventories or 8 hotbar slots. That way I would be able to carry an extra stack of items, which means I'd have to pull them out of my inventory and put them into the hotbar less often. It's all about micro optimizations. I first started using that term back in 2022 when I was talking about my Farlands journey. So we're gonna move this stack first, that way the pickaxe gets placed there. The funny part about placing down all this cobblestone is that eventually, when I start doing more builds in this ruby dunk area, all this cobblestone, or not all of it, but a big chunk of it's going to end up being dug up, just so I can keep expanding the area. It's going to be carved up to place proper builds in here, kind of like my little castle and circle and the mini duplex ravine. Phone done charging. Yes, it is. I don't think I can sleep just yet. I might be able to, but let me check on something while we're doing so. Hiya! ZZZ all the way home. Alright, all good. Oopsies. This is a tough pickaxe. It's still here. Howdy, Farlands Explorer. I'm still streaming as usual at the correct time. I wonder if the mob spawning bug, when it gets fixed, if it's going to take out all the mobs already if it's going to take out all the mobs already here, or if it's only going to prevent new mobs from spawning. But either way, I'll probably start going around with my sword again. That's what we'll be doing tomorrow. I'm currently working on my ruby dunk area. Hiccup again. Currently working on my ruby dunk area. I'm expanding it since it's the only part of the world that doesn't have 2 frames a second. I need to make it an authentic ruby dunk area though. Of course, I'm not going to fill up the entire chunk with cobblestone. That would be too much. And at that point, I'd rather just whip out MC Edit and replace it. 2 seconds per frame? Nope, it's not that slow. I can guarantee the frame rate's not that bad when in the middle of the world. It does not take 1 frame 2 seconds. If I whip out a timer, I could probably estimate, except I don't have a good way to count the frames. I'd have to be the one to do it since my stream, my captured frames, is not going to be 100% accurate to what the game is really producing. It might be offset. So sure, even when the game is running full 60 FPS and OBS is capturing at 60 FPS, is each frame captured and rendered at the same time? Maybe not. Eventually, I might start getting interested in 4J's new game. But currently, it's not a priority. And whoop. There we go. At least this isn't 1.13 where I have to wait around for the bubbles to pop up again. I don't know when that gets added in Bedrock. The update aquatic features is after, I think it's after 1.2 and whatnot. 1.1 is right around where 1.12.2 is, minus a couple of things. So maybe it's the start of the update aquatic was 1.2, but I thought that focus was on unifying platforms, and it wasn't until 1.4. I think there was supposed to be a 1.3, the wiki says, but that ended up not happening, and so Bedrock ended up going straight to 1.4 afterward. Important. It's an announcement. Oh, I can wait. Yeah, 1.3 or 1.15. 1.15 they skipped just to get the versions to be the same, right? I don't know why they skipped 1.3 other than, what was it, technical reasons? Just to make sure all the versions were right across all the platforms. But yeah, what I would have done, personally, you know how updates were already split before that? So the Village and Pillage and Update Aquatic, how those versions were split? I would have done the same thing. So I would have still had a 1.15 that included some of the 1.16 features, and then 1.16 would have the rest of the features. That's what I would have done. But, alas, I'm not in charge of version labeling. Oh, we're already getting down to the last layer here. Oh no, there's still some places that have 2 blocks deep. Oops, you know what, we'll leave that. Oh, that one had 3. I'd probably focus on the blocks. You know how 1.17 has the blocks and 1.18 has the world generation? It'd be like that. That way, hey, at least the creative users get to take advantage of that. But in terms of the nether biomes, that would have been where the blocks are utilized in the world. They would not be survival accessible. The people in creative would have fun first. Whoop. How much farther do I have? Oh, about a third of it. I'm only 2/3 of the way done. There's another cow over here. Or the first cow. There are other cows over there, so I'm hoping this guy swam. Let me use him. Yeah, you know, he gets to live. I don't feel like whipping out the sword. I'm building. Striders and piglins would make sense, since they do not need to be biome dependent. Were the piglin brutes also within the first Bedrock 1.16 release, or did they come later? They were added Java 1.16.3, right? That's what I'm thinking of. Already trying to remember. And whoop. Oh yeah, no bastions. Makes sense. I'm trying to go by quickly. At least the ocean is much more shallow over here. And now we're starting to get to the last layer. So let's see, all of that is already filled in. So now we focus here. Yeah, I remember forgetting about the Strider. I remember it now, don't worry. we're going to be encountering it on part 4 of UMP. The only reason why we're going up to 1.17 is because I didn't want to super stretch out the versions like 1.12 or 1.7. Nah, 1.8. So for that reason, I figured, well, we'll just go all the way to 1.17. That way, I don't need to worry about updating the world for a good long while. And so that way, we get through a nice, massive chunk of versions, as well as still spend a decent amount of time, only a couple months shorter or so than parts 1 through 3 were, since I did all of those back to back. Alright, and oink. Dark oak door is pretty good. I think it's my second favorite door to oak. Oak will always be my favorite. I'm biased because I was the only wood type for a while, but oak is still pretty solid. I'm trying to remember what my plank textures look like, but I don't remember. I'll need to redo, or I should say, sorry, retexture the acacia and dark oak planks because I already retextured all the other 4 types of planks on Ultimate Polycraft Pack. Dark oak is good when used with other woods, but I don't think it holds up on its own. I view oak, regular oak, as good on its own and used with other wood types. And there we go! Hooray! Now that I filled that in, we get sleep. I will say I kind of forgot about it, but it's okay. Yeah, spruce is also pretty good. It's not as extreme as dark oak is, which is why dark oak is good to contrast other stuff. Alright, let's see. I can fill all this in, right? Is it only 3 blocks deep? Oh no, you're telling me this is 4? Here I was thinking I'd be able to walk across the surface. Well, that's not cool. Well, I guess it's gonna be like this then. It's not gonna matter, this is our last stack of cobblestone, we need to go all the way back. Oop, we're good, we're good. Why do you say it's the best tree all the way until release 1.0 when 1.2 added the jungle and redid the stuff? Or is it also because 1.1 was when apples were added? I see. Alright, let me whip out my stopwatch, since now I do want to time how long it would take. About how long it takes to jump, move a whole item, based on whatever frame rate this is, since I don't know if moving item stacks is frame dependent. Jump, big jump. Alright, we're gonna see. I'll probably do multiple tests. What's just alright? We're on number 3, right? And go. 1.68. 1.53. 1.74. It very well could be frame rate dependent. 1.66, 1.60, 1.47. Oops, I didn't reset that one. 1.40. So it sounds like it's between 1.4 and 1.6. That's the range. So yeah, 1.5 is the average. Hooray! Math! With all these chickens, we've been getting a bunch of eggs. When the world goes infinite, I'll be making a chicken farm. My signature chicken farm design, using hoppers and dispensers with water buckets. You know the one. And boop. Ba-doop. Put away the eggs real fast before we head out and get back to work. I remembered, hooray. You see in this cactus, this is the second time. I see the green out there and I think it's a creeper. But no, it's just my cactus. I'm in peaceful anyway. Since, oh boy, this frame rate's not fun. I wonder if Nox has an on-screen FPS viewer. I think BlueStacks did, but I don't know if Nox did. I might look it up later. We could test tomorrow. Nope. There's another egg out here. I'll take it, because I don't like leaving items to despawn. It's a waste of a resource, even if the resource doesn't have any plans for the foreseeable future. Yoink. This looks possible. I'm telling you, this feels like it's supposed to be possible, except I can't jump straight. Unless if I... Yeah. Yeah, it's impossible for me to jump straight, so I don't think I can. Chef am I using? I'm currently playing on Nox. That is what I'm using for Android emulation. Howdy, welcome to the stream. I did read your message about gravel beaches. Well, it was 10:30 at night, and I didn't process the information, so I went to bed. I wasn't supposed to be up that late, but I had a video rendering that took a little bit too long. Makes sense, because I was rendering a lot of different layers that have different levels of transparency. I don't know if y'all hear that garbage truck, but it's trash day over here. And the trucks are being loud. Oop. Now I don't need to swim up too much, and all my misclicks down there gonna slightly speed up the process. Yeah, I think I like them more than snowy sand as well. Snowy sand is alright when I see it in InfDev Plus. That's a whole other sand type though. That was silver sand. That's not the regular sand that Minecraft has. That vanilla, I should say. I wonder if we'll ever get another sand type. We've had regular sand for years. Only a few years, about 5. No, 4. We had regular sand for about 4 years. And then now we've been sitting on sand and red sand for 11 years. What's wrong with silver sand? Are you talking about Silver the person? I thought I was gonna call it white sand, but I don't think it's white sand. I'm trying to remember. I haven't gone back to the language pack. Orange sand, mixture of regular and red. What purpose would that serve? The reason why we got red sand was to fix the bases of the Disco Mountains. Where would orange sand go? Nope. Alright, that's what I was thinking. And hiya. I wonder if we'll ever get another or different sand type for the reason of we have concrete. We can use concrete powder. That sounds like a Mojang excuse for why we still only have sand and red sand. Because if you want, just use a concrete powder if you want colored sand. It's not the same though. Oh well, I would like a white sand though. Have it like a salt biome. A salt lake, dried salt lake. At that point, that might as well be salt though, not sand. I feel like one day Minecraft is gonna have a salt block and have it work like sand, but I don't know. We'll see. High desert. Oh, I see. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. That kind of sounds a little bit like the Outback biome that InfDev Plus had. Though I can understand the difference because I've visited and I've seen high desert type areas. So I pull up this image in my mind. Yeah, that would be a good use for orange sand. That'd be noticeably paler, I think. Wouldn't be as vibrant as the red sand we have in vanilla. That's my mental image. Oop. I was about to say my leg, but that was my lung. It's kind of funny how strong Steve is, yet he can only hold his breath for 10 seconds. Oop. Hopefully once this area is filled in, I won't have to deal with as much splashing, since there won't be nearly as much water for animals to splash in. I will say, I'm surprised at how much progress I've made today, and hopefully we can finish up this side. I plan on laying down all the dirt before we get to the other one. I guess the chiseled orange sand would have the warden. The regular sand has the creeper, right? And then the red chiseled sandstone has the wither. If I'm remembering my facts correctly. Yep. Half of InfDev Plus was built on pre-existing ideas. Taking one concept from another mod. It's been happening forever. Unrelated InfDev Plus, but just an extension of that. I wonder what the first mod... In fact, no, I'll say this. Minecraft has been utilizing community code all the way back since 2010 with the Paul Spooner scripts. So if Minecraft's been taking community ideas for years, then I'm sure mods have been taken from other mods as well, to an equal extent. Can't remember the last time Minecraft utilized... Just kidding, 1.20. The crafter, the auto crafter. Auto crafters have been in mods forever. So that's not directly utilizing code, but it's using similar concepts. Because I was thinking back to Dr. Zark and his Mo Creatures mod. He ended up working on the horses in 1.6. King BD has been working on, or King B Dogs, can't remember. He worked on Aethern, so he's now official developer. There was also the Spooner scripts for the trees. There was Fast Render, I think. Maybe it was only MC Region and not Fast Render. That was implemented in beta 1.3. There was the Piston mod, and then we got Pistons beta 1.7. What else? There's a list. There's a decent sized list. Anyways, back to what y'all were saying. For as popular as Bombs O'Plenty is, I've never used it much. I've only ever utilized it within mod packs that had it pre-installed. Technic, Exit, what else? Those are the only 2 mod packs I spent time on. Oh wait, maybe the Big Dig. That might have. I feel like I spent a lot of time on my Big Dig world, but thinking back, maybe I didn't. I think that had Bombs O'Plenty on there. I never played, thinking back to the Technic launcher, I never played Hack/Mine on here, did I? That was one mod I was supposed to, but I never got around to it on my channel. And now my current plans are only different platforms, so we'll see if I ever get there. Not once have I beat the game on a Hack/Mine world. Oh well. Coral Reefs. Oh, in regards to Coral Reefs, there's a dedicated scuba mod from... Hold on, I'm trying to think. It was like beta 1.3 or beta 1.5, I think. There's a scuba mod that added coral and all that. I will say, though, equally so, Notch had ideas for coral all the way back in InfDev. If you remember the development build of beta 1.2_02 that was found recently, the coral, there's some coral stuff in there. And so, coral has been an idea for Minecraft since the early days. Not sure if you want to continue? Well, Paul, it's honestly, 18,000 blocks out of a 12.5 million block journey is not that far. And do you really want to spend 34 years? There's a mod for Minecraft for just about every big popular game. I'm really sad that the Half-Life mod never made it past I think it was 1.7, 1.7.2. That's one I wish was updated. Oh well. I need to look back, maybe with Black Mesa and all of its happenings over the past few years, someone created a new one. And 1 stack. 1 more stack. I'm pretty sure we're only going to have enough time today to finish this 1 extra extension, but we still have 2 more after this. I'll have to be for later. Alright, well, that's over. Let's catch some Z's. Let me check on this real fast. What is up? Nope, not important. Swim! There's another egg over there. And ZZZ all the way home. Still doesn't make sense, but that's totally alright. Alright, chicken, I'll now be acquiring your drop. And down go the frames. Soon, this won't be a problem. Soon. One more day. Yeah, I still don't know if all these animals are going to stick around or if they will slowly despawn on their own because of the intended mob cap. It looks like the internet also picked back up since we've gone down to 2.7% dropped. 8280 frames. Oop. Moo. Here, how about, instead of picking up the cobblestone real fast, how about I put away the eggs? Then we'll go from there. Sun coming up or going down? Still coming up. I would not have been surprised if the sun was going down already, despite I know I already slept. Well, there we go. Now past a stack of eggs. I'm not sure what other games I would play. I would need to continue on with Mobile Suit Gundam since I never finished that campaign. I didn't realize the game was so long. But yeah, that's one for sure. I'd probably want to try Spore. I could do that in one sitting, get to Space Stage, since Space Stage would take an incredibly long time. That's a buzz, probably not important. What other games would I want to play? I'm trying to think. I could showcase Deadlock and try out actual online multiplayer, since I've only played against bots on there, since I shudder to think what the other people who already have a few hundred hours in the game, even though it's only been publicly available since March or April. I think it was April. Yep, I already know what game you want me to play, since that was one of the first ones you talked about way back when I brought up the Zelinator Plays series. I would jump into something like World War Z or a predecessor, but those already are. I'd be continuing on for my current progress. I also feel like I would do even worse multiplayer on there. I could make another episode of The Danger Zone and just disregard everything about the creator, since I've made one video on it years ago, way back when the Danger Zone was new, or newer. I know I have many projects. There we go. Good news, I'm almost done with my current one. Did you see that baby pig climb the ladder? Look, he's celebrating. Oh, he was spinning around. Yeah, one project that is just about done is the next entry for Population Zelinator. Looks like I will make my Saturday deadline, as long as it doesn't take too long to put the music together. As I finished editing, or I finished video and editing yesterday. So the last things I need to do for it are final polish, pan the voices, and make the music. I'm trying to think if there's any other games that I happen to own that I would participate in for a Zelinator Plays. I have a lot of games I own and haven't played yet. I'd have to look back though. One game I wanted to play because I saw Swimming Bird 941 play years ago was Ni no Kuni. I never got around to it. Way back when I was clearing out my Steam wish list, I picked it up. I picked up both of them. There might have been a third, but I have the first and the second. Though, I never got around to it though. Part of that is the time sync, and we're dropping frames again. I have games that are going to take 60, 70, 80 hours for me to finish that I want to play, but am daunted by how long that is. Man, just when I was talking about the internet doing better, I start dropping frames again. At least we're still at 3.2%. That's manageable. Pineapple, let's feel a sneeze. Pineapple part 2. Alright, I feel better. One thing I might do, I don't know if I ever would, this would need to be for a special event or something, but one way to start clearing out some of my games list is if I had like Zelinator Plays Extended. And so what that would be a whole day event where I would play one of those 8 to 10 hour games in one sitting, and then that way I could power through it. I've done those before, but on my own. I've said before, all Bioshock entries I've done in one sitting. Soma was one sitting. Soma was good. I want to play Soma again. But I need to forget some of the events before I jump back into it. What else? Observer was all one sitting. If I really, really tried, I could probably play Half-Life 1 in one sitting, but I've already done that on my channel. Twice, technically. Once for a dedicated video, and another for during my Farlands journeys. I've played all 4 main Half-Life games available on console. That means I also technically played the Jak and Daxter series. Well, I won't say all of them since I haven't played Jak X on my channel yet in any capacity. Yeah, I could play the Jak and Daxter games, most of them in one sitting. I think Jak 2 and Jak 3 took me a little longer than the time I had available, but I don't know how much stream time I spent. I want to play Portal Stories Mel on my channel, but that'll be after the Half-Life series is over. I wanted to get back to Alex again since I've been getting back in the VR some more. Well, I've sort of been taking a break to get back to Population Zelinator, but since I've been in a VR mood, I want to play through Alex again. However, I need storage space on my local drive. I'm going to say goodbye to Predecessor upon the next level up, and I'm going to say goodbye to World War Z once I prestige a couple more times. Two more, since now I know the secret to leveling up faster. Just play Horde mode. Just keep playing Horde mode, since that's faster than leveling up normally. So once those games are both uninstalled, that'll give me a lot of local storage back. And so once I have that local storage again, then I'll get back into playing Alex. I'm going to need to beat those soon because I'm partway through Half-Life 2 Episode 2 in VR. So I've been saying for a little while now, I've been getting through the Half-Life 2 based games in VR. Well, and Half-Life 1, I finished that as well. And I don't think Opposing Force or Blue Shift had VR ports or VR mods. That'll be later. Should monetize the channel, then might be able to buy a new drive. I'm pretty confident that I'm not going to make $350 in the next 3 months. But why get to a 1.25 thousand subs when I could try to monetize now? Before the end of the year, buy a new drive. Oh wait, you didn't. You said monetize before the end of the year. That's not by the end of the year to raise enough money. I'm pretty confident. I'm very confident, in fact. I'm very confident I'm gonna get rejected for monetization for the reason of my content isn't unique enough. I put minimal effort into screenshots of, or not screenshots, sorry, thumbnails and descriptions and titles. If a real human looked up my channel, they'd see how repetitive it is and think this content doesn't stand out enough, rejected. Did I fill in that last corner? I think I did, right? Yes, I did. Alright, cool. We'll start back over here. So yeah, that's why I haven't bothered trying to apply. Technically, I could have started with the basic stuff. I don't know what it is. I think it's members and one other feature, buy, that you could do when you hit 500 subscribers. I hit those requirements a long time ago, way back when the system first rolled out. It was 500 subs plus a couple of other things. I hit that a long time ago. Alright, there we go. This is how I need to walk sideways. So I hit that way back then, and then I never bothered applying then either because I was expecting rejection even more. Memberships, that's probably what it is. Wait, I think I said that. Memberships and one other feature. Well, either way, that's for later. I used to be monetized. I used to be monetized way back in 2016 for a few months. I made $2.51. Of course, you need a minimum of $100 to pull it out of your AdSense account, so I was never able to do anything with it. But yeah, I've made $2.51 from YouTube back when I was still monetized. It might be super chat. I think to myself though, I'd rather y'all provide money to me directly and not through YouTube. But you know, I'm a terrible PR person. I've had a Patreon for 7 years. 7 or 8 years. I think 7 years, 2017 I first established it. I don't talk about it ever. And that's because I don't think about it often enough. But yeah, I'm a awful PR person, social media manager and all that stuff just because I don't advertise myself. The money should still be there. I need to reactivate my AdSense account, I think, since there's a change made a few years ago. And oh, I remember the account was deactivated for one reason, and the way to reactivate it was get your YouTube account monetized again. And so because I haven't worked on that, I figured, well, it'll just keep sitting there. You don't have a PayPal account yet? One day, one day. I'm pretty sure you don't have $350 you'd be willing to send me. One thing I thought about setting up as a joke was a throne, but I think to myself, no, the people who have thrones, I don't want to associate with them. That kind of people. Well, maybe one day. That way, the funding can go there instead of me directly. Easier to manage for large-scale projects. I'm a small fry though, which means it's not too big of a hassle overall. Howdy Mazov, welcome back to the last 20 minutes. At this point, I believe everyone is spying on my stuff, so I don't care. I've used PayPal for years. I don't care if they see me buying CDs from Japan just because I can't get them on Amazon. A lot of the purchases I've made over the past 3 years or so have been either eBay or there's a service website called Surugaya. That's where I get imported Japanese goods. Most of them have been CDs, out of stock, or I should say out of print CDs. Yeah, I don't order from them often because it's an extra $20 to $30 every time you make a purchase. So I wait around just because of the import fees and whatnot. So I wait around until I can buy 3 or more items on my wish list, which could take a long time since I've had random stuff on there with varying release dates going back from the 90s up until the 2020s. So there's been various availability for certain items. But oh well, such is how it goes. Such is the life of a physical media collector. Let's see what else. Have I bought anything? Oh yeah, I bought a couple Bakugan books from eBay. That's not Japanese imports since these were both American releases. I should say Western. I don't know if they had a UK release or not. I'm gonna assume American because I don't think they have the unnecessary use in there in certain words. I'd have to go back and read it. Why does it sound like I'm hearing dirt sounds? Am I not recognizing what sound I'm hearing? Okay, that was a splash. Maybe there's a cow. The cow is still walking around on the dirt to my left. I haven't looked up since it's so much easier just to not move the mouse. Yeah, that's the cow. Okay, so I was hearing the dirt sounds. I know my Minecraft audio. I know my Minecraft audio up until about 1.3. Nah, I'll say 1.7. Was it 1.8 where sound effects started changing? I know 1.9 for sure changed stuff like doors and water buckets. I can't remember if it changed afterward as well. Every few updates. 1.13 changed some more sound effects, I believe. Yeah, it might have said before, Ultimate Polycraft Pack utilizes the sounds from Faithful Venom, because Faithful Venom uses all the old sound effects. You know, the classic alpha bow sounds and TNT explosions. You know, the classic Minecraft music, the way it's supposed to sound like. So that way it fits kind of with the visuals with how Ultimate Polycraft Pack, I should say, uses a lot of the old textures, or I should say the first textures for certain items. And then you have stuff like the bacon. It is a good thing that my bacon texture is used for the bacon because it means the old cooked beef texture, or the old pork chop texture that became the bacon texture. Or sorry, the pork chop texture that became the beef texture. That one is still utilized. And catch some Z's as the moon goes up. That was the last of our cobblestone, so let me grab this pickaxe. In fact, here, hold on, let me sort my inventory real fast. This is a mess with how everything's located. I haven't been looking on Minecraft Legacy. There's been no new comments. Otherwise, I would have been notified for that, probably. Yeah, I don't often check the view counts of old videos. I'm kind of concerned about whatever quality that first episode was. I don't know if Minecraft Legacy ever got good because it feels like it's as slow as some of these streams, but as a pre-recorded video. I'm pretty sure if people watched more than the first episode, the series would have taken off in the 5 years it was running. Never did. Just like the rest of my stuff. You were right. You said recently about how the 3DS Wither Battle video has been doing good. I looked back at the view count a few days ago. There's at 1,400. 1,400 people have clicked on the video. Cannot guarantee 1,400 people have watched more than 30 seconds though, since my audience retention is less than 1% viewed. Less than 1% video viewed, I should say. Oh, that chest is empty too. Yeah, there's no way I have enough cobblestone to fill in all 4 sections. A few cents instead of none. Those few cents would have to add up to $100 to pull it out of the account. Plus the $251 that's still in there. I don't know how many years it would take. At that point, I might as well, or I might become a larger tuber. Since I'm getting, I'm getting close to 1,200 subs, faster than I was expecting. Because doing a basic math, it would have taken me another 9 years to hit 2,000. Yeah, with my new math, as of the past few months, it'll be a couple years or so to hit 2,000. I'm not really keeping track of big milestones though, not until 10,000. Alright, hold on, let me grab cobblestone. And that one is pickaxe. Sometimes the algorithm promotes one of my videos and they skyrocket for reasons unbeknownst to me. My event videos, my Half-Life Discord server event videos, those do well. It's probably because, TF2, Left 4 Dead 2, Half-Life, those games are popular, and so, playing them with 32 or 64 people, hey, that gets attention. I will say the event itself is very fun. Playing Left 4 Dead 2 with 32 people is... You don't have to worry about anything, because there's so many people. We just plow through all the bad guys, except the tanks, because their health is based on player count. So when you have 32 people, the tank's health is abysmally high because it scales upward, and that's why they still take forever. Let's see, can we play Minecraft BlueStacks 5, but the cursor is not moving? Do you have the virtual mouse, the little black mouse? What Minecraft version are you playing? Sorry, that's 2 questions. IT guys are only supposed to ask one at a time. So there you go. Do you see the virtual mouse within the game? And what Minecraft version are you using? Alright, I shall pause before asking any more. It is kind of sad that that BlueStacks video only applies up through 0.4. Oopsies! Jumped the gun on that one, but I don't remember seeing any other people making BlueStacks tutorial videos. There probably are. There probably are other people making BlueStacks Minecraft Android videos. I'm sure I'm late to a lot of the content that I end up producing. 0.9? That came out over a decade ago. I really wasn't thinking when I grabbed all this cobblestone, because it's occurred to me, you know, maybe I should have gotten dirt instead. Oh well, too late. So we're gonna go from here. We're gonna extend off this block, I believe. Fife violates the Geneva suggestions, you say? I'm not familiar enough with the Geneva Convention to know everything it states. Everything that was stated, I should say. Is it the experimentation on live organisms in the chapter? Hold on, what was it called? Questionable ethics. Oops. This is why you select a stack to your left, not your right. This little area here is gonna be removed. That'll be later. Minecraft version 1.20.41. You playing that on BlueStacks? Let's think. There might be a BlueStacks setting to disable the virtual mouse. Oh, you're playing modern Minecraft. Oi. Doo-doo-ba-doob. Oh, the Red Cross. Oh, I see. I think someone made a joke about that recently. How all video games use Red Cross for health, despite not being associated with the Red Cross. Let's think. So for BlueStacks, there might be a somewhere in the settings something with the mouse, because I remember looking at. I don't have BlueStacks open right now to try to find it, but I want to say you could try touching that button. You know, that makes a difference. Oh my gosh, all that's splashing. The chickens. Oi. Oh, place. There you go. Alright. Alright, well, good luck on finding it, because I remember looking at the mouse settings when trying to solve my 0.5 issue. So it very well could be a BlueStacks thing that never got fixed. Yeah, well, good luck. I don't remember exactly. I'm realizing now this bridge can be brought downward, because if I want the grass to grow, it'll be all over here. But that'll be later. Oh, we're good. No health lost this time. I think I was right in my earlier statement about how that part of the ocean was some of the deepest, because this area doesn't feel as deep. Oops. And I think once I fill in this bottom part should be quicker, since I'll start stacking up again. I haven't investigated, see how deep this is though. Oops. I'm okay, says Captain Man. I still haven't checked back to see if Danger Force Season 3 has made it to Paramount Plus yet. Later. I think it's Season 3, or was it Season 2? I can't remember. I think it's 3. It's already been past 6 months since it finished airing on television. Oop. I'll take this, thank you. Alright, so let's see. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So it looks like we're not going to be all the way down just yet, or fill it in all the way up, since we can only do 3 at a time. What do we have? About 4 minutes. We got close. We got through most of this. We'll see if I end up just filling up the cobblestone I currently have and then calling it a day. Assuming the mob spawning is solved. But if I have to go around and take out all the animals myself, then that'll still be a little while before we can do something fun again. Alright, breathe. Nice breath of fresh air. Honestly, with all the animals around, it's probably not fresh air anymore. I can't say I've ever been on a farm, but I have been to petting zoos. Oops. Okay, let's not stay underwater. Oops, nope, don't fill up that one. Place from the first slot. That way you don't have to be sad that there's no pick block command just yet. Breathe. There we go. At least we're just below the surface, so it doesn't take long to swim up and catch your breath. I wonder how long until we get... Wait, hold on. Question for anyone who plays Modern Bedrock. Do we still have one sound slider? One slider for music and one for sound? Do we not have volume sliders for individual items yet? I don't know if Bedrock ever received that. I can't remember. I feel like it hasn't, and it's just one slider across the board. But I don't know. The last time I played Modern Bedrock was the event to get the cape recently. I say recently, but wasn't that back in May? Was that the 15-year event? Because if so, it already feels that was a few months ago. Time goes zoom. Is it brighter over here? It felt brighter right in this area, and I don't know why. Gonna start streaming alpha versions? Minecraft Alpha or Pocket Edition Alpha? You have a goal for that series? Breathe. I was hoping to fill in at least all of this, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna run out of time. Java Alpha, alrighty. You should start with InfDev 618. InfDev 618 is a good starting point. Wasn't the event in August? Howdy, Jonas. It might have been August. Oh, you're right, because there's the MCC cape. It wasn't the 15-year cape. You're right. Alright, yeah, you're right. It was later than I thought. Oh, wait. This is what happens when Minecraft gives away 4 capes in 6 months. What's it for that they've done so far? Twitch, TikTok, 15-year, MCC. Is there anything I'm missing? Breathe. Our OBS says about 5 more seconds. So we'll probably do one more row after this. So if y'all have any final thoughts, start saying them now. We'll be back again tomorrow. Probably. Everything should go fine for tomorrow. I don't think anything's popping up. So we should have a regular on-time stream. Let me finish this row, then that will be it for today. Hopefully with the cobblestone we have on us, we'll be able to finish up with this section. We'll also still need to do the dirt, but that'll be later. So yeah, hopefully all the animals go away tomorrow. When do I start? TikTok, 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific time. 10 to noon is the usual. 10 to noon is the usual stream time. Oop. So yeah, that's all it for today. Thank you all for watching. Hold on, the sun has to go down a little more. That's a lot of spasm. Hiya! Bye!